Hi everyone, I just wanted to put together this hopefully brief video which I've divided into sections so that you can watch the videos and you can get explanations about what to expect from the classes and basically what I offer. So just to give you a brief introduction about myself and how I got into teaching. I always was a sporty kid. I did loads of sport growing up. It was just kind of part of my sort of innate personality, I guess. I've always been very sporty. Went to uni, didn't really know what I kind of wanted to do, and I studied English and sports science. The kind of plan was to become, I love reading, so I studied English, so I have a degree in half English and half sports science. I just basically chose what I like to do and thought maybe I'll be an A-level English teacher and a sports science teacher. That kind of was my plan. And then I went to uni, decided not to do my PGCE, but carried on with all of my sport and really then got into gym classes and sort of got what I would call a traditional proper job. And I would finish my day at work and then I would go straight to the gym. And I was sort of working out in the gym, and then I had a friend who I used to go to school with, an old school friend, who desperately wanted to do a studio class. We were going to the gym and doing weights at the time and, you know, cardio, running on the machines, but she was nervous about going into the studio by herself and said, will you come with me? And I was like, yeah, and I'd never done a kind of group fitness class before, and I kind of absolutely loved it, and then sort of binned the gym and just did every single class on the timetable. And back then that was body conditioning, body attack, aerobics, and I was very much like my participants in that I kind of stalked my favourite instructor, and if I had a really good instructor, it didn't matter what they taught, I would just do their class. And I just kind of got known for doing classes. And then one day I decided to do my exercise to music qualification. I think that was back in like 2004, maybe 2005. I can't even remember. And I went up to London, the YMCA there, and I did my training, my exercise to music training. And it just kind of grew from there. So in 2006, I moved down to Bournemouth, and I sort of gave up my job and decided I just wanted to teach fitness full time. I was really lucky. I got a job pretty much straight away at Littledown, where I was the class coordinator, and they wanted someone to revive the program because it was a very basic program then, and they wanted someone to bring in Les Mills and the more popular classes. So I worked there with a team and had a team of anything from 100 to 150 classes and managed the timetable and brought in all of the Les Mills classes, modernised the timetable, and was teaching about 20 to 25 classes a week. And that was brilliant. I loved it, but I've kind of moved on from that. Now, when lockdown happened, and kind of fast forwarding, I don't know, 15, 16 years or so, lockdown happened. And I just thought, right, I'm going to teach what was back then my most popular classes online. And I just thought I'd give it a go. And that was body conditioning. We used to call the class legs, bums and tums. I call it legs, glutes and abs, but it's effectively the same thing. And I also used to teach a very popular MetaFit class, but that's a licensed product, which I can't teach online. So I teach a similar sort of thing, which I call HIIT. So that's kind of where I am now, and sort of nearly 2 years down the line, post-lockdown, it was all a bit kind of chaotic at the start, and everything was kind of adapting and learning, and I just got so many deep and meaningful and profound comments where my members were saying things, were emailing me and saying, Claire, I don't know what I would have done in lockdown without you. I'm the fittest I've ever been. I feel so much more comfortable in my skin. My mental health is so much better. I just have a better body image and relationship with my body, and I was like, wow, this is pretty good stuff. And I've just found now that I enjoy it so much. It gives me more time, and therefore I have a better work-life balance, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is where it has brought me to. So with regards to the classes that I offer, there's two ways that you can kind of join in my classes. Obviously, as you know, everything is now done online, and you can do pay-as-you-go classes where people don't necessarily want to commit through work schedule, family commitments, and they just want to jump in the class when it suits them, go onto my website, go into the schedule, click on the class and the time that suits you. You just pay online, automatically get the email link to your registered email address, and you just join in when it suits you. The other option is to purchase a class pass. Now that's effectively sort of a clairecarty.com membership to all of the classes that I offer. And in the next video, I will explain the class pass and roughly how the Zoom will appear on your screen, and what you need to know about the sort of setup of Zoom, and how to turn your microphone on and off, and all the sort of boring things that could stitch you up, but hopefully you'll feel a little bit more confident when you log on to the classes. So thanks very much for listening, and if you need any more information, look at the rest of the videos. Thank you. Hi everyone, I hope you are all well. I just wanted to do a quick video to explain the program and what I do in classes, and I divided into little sections so you can just watch the videos that apply to you, but hopefully by the end of this it will explain everything that I do. But also, if you have any questions, feel free to email me and I will answer those as soon as possible. So I have been teaching group fitness classes for coming up to 16, maybe 17 years. I've always been into fitness. I love working out. It's just kind of part of my personality. I was a very sporty kid, and I got into teaching. I did my training in London and did what back in the day was called exercise to music, and I've also done personal training, and over the years lots of Les Mills, body combat, MetaFit, all of those sorts of classes which I taught on the circuit around Bournemouth and Poole in all of the private clubs, and a lot for BH Live. So when lockdown happened, I just basically thought about my most popular classes and thought, right, I will just teach those and transfer that online and see what happens. And it was all a little bit overwhelming and kind of crazy at the beginning, but because of what everyone was going through, it just created this little, I don't even know what you could call it. It's just become like a fitness family and a routine. And for me, it was kind of game changing, because I never have had so many deep, profound messages from my clients who just said, Claire, I do not know what I would have done in lockdown without you. I'm fitter than I have ever been. My legs are toned, my pelvic floor is so much stronger. I'm just feeling so much happier. My mental health is so much better. So I kind of thought, this is too good to stop. So I invested a lot more time and effort into it. And I've also found, for me, since lockdown, I just find the whole gym scene incredibly time consuming. And now I'm kind of on the other side of it. I just find it a little bit overwhelming. So for me, I feel more comfortable now teaching online, and it just gives me so much more time to, it's all boring stuff. To do housework, to do the shopping, and not be so stressed and sitting in traffic. So that's kind of how this has all come about. Now, typically, this isn't gospel, but typically, most of my members are school mums, have had children, and not that everyone is exactly the same, but the general consensus among the group is everyone wants to tone up their lower tummy. Everyone wants strong, defined arms, not massive muscles, but a nice bit of definition in their arms and in their upper back. And they just want to tone up their legs, particularly the inner thighs, and get good glutes. So that is what I tend to target, those areas. And also I love training legs, and I tend to do those sorts of things. So that's kind of where I'm at with my classes and what I do. And there's several options depending on how you want to train with me. Some people like to do the pay-as-you-go options, which is really, really easy. Depending on your schedule, you might not be able to commit to a class pass. So you can literally go onto my website, click into the schedule, look on the day that I offer the classes, and you can pay online and you automatically get an email link to the class, and you click on that at the time, and then you just pay as you go and then do it when it suits you. Now, the other option is the class pass, where basically you pay I guess you could effectively call it a membership to my class timetable and my class program. And that's where I ask you to download the app, and the app is what I use to communicate with all of my members. So in the next video, I will explain the app and how to access my Zoom classes and what the Zoom classes look like on the screen.